Hey, what's up? Welcome back. It's time for Alya's sometimes. What's the show called? Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. That's what it is. So we are doing episode 4 today. Once again, this is the second video that I'm recording on a day where my throat is very raw. So if I'm speaking more at a low tone and with a little less energy than normal, then that is why. But anyway, today we are jumping into episode 4. Last episode was quite a good episode. We got a lot of good backstory sort of for Masashka and Alya's little relationship and like why Alya cares about him at all. And overall, it's getting cute, it's sweet, and then we also got introduced to Masha, I believe. Is that her name? Masha? Yeah, Alya's sister as well. So I think we're just gonna jump into the episode. Let's see what happens this time. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, as well as early access, exclusive videos, lots of other great stuff like that. And I have a One Piece channel called Gent Watches One Piece. If you like One Piece, go check that out as well. But let's jump into this. Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, episode 4.
Oh, 帰ってきたか。お疲れ。
That's right, she got the big cat.
すごいの持ってるな。まさか生徒会室に置くつもりか？
Aw.
いや、それは。
Why can't you just bring it home?
生徒会が夢の国。
やはり生徒会に入らないか。
Oh my gosh, stop
たまに
recruiting.
手伝うくらいならいいですけど。
Oh, well, that's a good step.
むしろどうして生徒会に入りたくないんだ？俺には激務だけが理由だとは思えないんだが。
生徒会役員にふさわしい人間じゃないですから。
That's why?
その経験があるからこそわかるんです。
Is
俺自身にその地位を。
I remember we saw like a quick flashback at some point, right?
それの
Just a
何が悪い
really
んだ？
quick one.
好きな女の子を振り向かせるために。
Yeah, we don't all have
お前より
perfectly
は
pure
よっぽど不
motives.
純な。
弟さんですか？
中3の頃の俺たち。
Oh. Cool.
Huh?
You glowed up.
驚いたか？
An outpouring of emotion.
成績も悪いし運動も苦手。
Huh.
正直学校自体あんまり好きじゃなかったんだが。
But hey, whatever inspires you.
会長の彼女の。
ああ、副会長。会長の座を勝ち取ったのもその一環というわけだ。どうだ？不純だろ？
That's fine, man. I think that's great.
そうですね。
どんな動機であれ、きちんと結果を残していれば
Yeah.
それでいいと思うんだ。
That's generally my thought on good deeds in general. Doesn't really matter why you do them, but if you do good deeds, that's great.
そうでしょ？じゃないと政治家は成人君主じゃなく
Yeah.
なっちゃい。
それを恥じる必要も、後ろめたく思う必要もどこにもない。
Yeah, you're a cool guy, Prez. I like you. Oh, another flashback.
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃんでしょ？
Okay, so
俺も千崎や九条姉も歓迎する。
does he want to make his
誰
sister
にも文句
president?
は言わせん。
Or does he want to make Alya president?
少し。こ
そうか？
う。あれ？あれは今どこに？
First person he thought of was Alya,
野球
so
部と
I
サ
think
ッ
he
カ
might
ー部
want
の
to make
揉め
Alya
事の
president.
仲裁にそれで校庭の使用権を譲ってほしいと言うんだ。
それをアーリャが仲裁に行ってい
That
る。
sounds complicated.
ああ、どちらも譲らないみたいなんだ。
That's gotta be
野
difficult.
球部はスカウトが
But maybe Alya will just nail it.
剣道部の用事で外せないらしくてな。
Cool.
これも
喧嘩になってないか確認する。
Yeah, I'm very curious what's going on over there. Is she nailing it, or is it... They still seem pissed.
だからサッカー
Doesn't seem she's like she's nailing it yet.
そんなもん、所詮親善試合みたいなもんだろ。
I mean, whoever scheduled it,
落ち着いてください。
well,
お
whoever
互いに非難
booked
し
it
合って
out.
も。
校庭の方がコンディションがいいんだよ。
そりゃこっちも同じだ
Oh my
こっちは
gosh.
将来がかかってる大事な試合なんだよ。
そっちの都合ばっかり
And
言うんじゃ
the
ねえよ
presidents look like they're staying silent.
言うんじゃねえぞ。
誰も私の言うことを聞いてくれない。私はやっぱ
Because
り
it's...
人の心を
They're kind of doing it as a point of pride right now. There's no... You can't bring logic into it, really.
どうせ誰も私にはついてこれない。
Damn, man. Maybe they'll stop when they see that they're making her cry.
見下し突き放して上から目線で正論を突きつけることしかできない。こんな人間の
You're being too hard on yourself, girl.
一 人だ。
Oh.
でも
Here comes Masachika, I bet.
玉木
Oh, she said help, so he understands that.
どうも
What's up,
ー。込み中に
motherfuckers?
すいません。生徒会庶務の久世正樹。
See, he's joining to help her out.
都合ばっかり言うんじゃねえよ。
そうもそうも
It's gonna show him hearing the Russian. Is that why we're seeing this scene again?
移動の
これはもう無理だぜアーリャ。どちらも頭に血が上りすぎている。ま、かわいそうだけどこれも経験だな。
So he was probably just gonna leave her alone until.
アーリャ。
Yeah,
玉木
there you go.
だから一人ぼっちなんだよ。
Yeah,
わからないように。
communicate properly.
その手伝い要員を派遣してもらうというのは
Ah,
手伝い
河川敷に追いやられなきゃいけねえんだよ。
yeah, you both don't like this, so it sounds good.
道具が多いんだこっちは。
Oh,
そういうことなら野球部には
yeah, the manager's finally speaking up.
いいよね。
おお、まあサッカー部のマネージャーが来てくれる助かることは助かるな。
おう、そう
Yeah, we wouldn't mind having some girls helping
さ
us.
っきまで言ってたくせに。
言ってくれるんだからこのくらいは我慢しなよ。
うちとしてはその条件で構わないが。
That's nice.
どうだ。また明日にでも改めて生徒会まで申請に来てください。
Aw. I feel bad that Alya, you know, just it's good that she watched someone do it properly, but she didn't get to help.
勝手に出しゃばって話進めちゃってよ。
Yeah, it's
お前
kind
の
of
顔を潰しちゃったよな。
it's kind of your job that I took from you, but
別
I'm
に
sure she doesn't mind.
私の目にはあなたがあのマネージャーが手伝いに名乗り出ると分か
Who's
っていたよ
playing
う
the
に
people?
見えたわ。あなた野球部が講義する中あの先輩の方をじっと見てたじゃない。
He knew she was looking for an
あのマネー
out.
ジャーの先輩な。野球部のキャプテンと付き合ってるんだ。
Really?
ありゃずっと黙ってただろう。彼女のことは気になるが、立場上公私混同はできない。
So it's best to just
一
stay
方
out of
彼
it.
女の方は彼女の方でやっている自覚がある分気まずい。
So they were the links
だ
that
から
needed
そ
to
こ
be
でああいう
pushed.
提案をすれば、野球部は可愛い女の子たちに練習を手伝ってもらえて
Yeah, exactly.
サッカー部は部の垣根を越えて練習デートできて幸せ。綺麗に3歩丸く収まったな。
Huge. Really smart.
すべて計画通りですか？
Plan?
別にそういう
How the fuck would he do that?
何のことだ？
おっと、これは一本取られて
As in sending Alya to go because you knew that Masachika would go and then want to
それ
join
で
the
どう
club?
だ考え
I
は
mean,
決ま
join
った
the
か
council?
不詳、久世正親。生徒会の一員
Cool.
として。
では早速生徒会室に来てもらおう。
Oh, she's still sad. I don't like seeing her sad. Cheer up!
まんまと乗せられたみたいで釈然としないが。お、どうした？
What? What?
本当に生徒会に入るの？
おう、
Yeah, I mean, you listening, right?
スオさんと一緒に生徒会長選挙に
Good
挑むため
question.
私は必ず生徒会長になるわ。
Cool.
たとえ
そうか。なら、俺がお前を生徒会長にしてやる。
I mean, I knew that was
お
his
前が望
thing,
むな
but
ら全力で生徒会長にしてやる。
it's nice that he's saying
これ以
this
上
to
一人
her.
にはしない。俺が隣でお前を支える。黙ってこの手を取れ。ありゃ。
He cares about you more than he cares about his sister. Aww. Hand holding.
これからもよろしくな。
やっちびゃりぶりゃ。
What? No! You can't not translate that.
俺の中にまだこんな感情があったのか。
Oh. Oh my god! What the fuck, Alya?
他の女のこと考えてた。
What the? How did you know?
なんでわかる？告白イベントでラブコメ主人公がやっちゃいけないことなんて第2位じゃねえか。
そういった直後、スオさんの
No, he
ことを
wasn't.
考えた。
That's a lie.
ユキのことじゃん。
ふーん。
Oh my god!
黙ってこの手を受け入れなさい。
Oh my god. That actually sounded like a light slap though, but I guess slaps sometimes don't sound that painful.
いやー、女子にビンタされたの初めてだわ。
You really didn't deserve it, man. She totally overreacted to that situation.
なんということを。
振動？ふーん。
I can kind of see that.
全然信じてないめ。
ほっぺた大丈夫？何
Oh,
か
now you care.
別にいいよ。
そう。
Aw. Aw, that's better then.
何をほうけてるのよ。ただのチークキスじゃない。
血だけなんじゃ。
そうよ。
いや、でも今の感触は。いや、どっちだ。
それじゃまた明日。
Well, that's cute. That makes up for the slap. You're good.
今のマジでどっちだ。
It looks like she turned and it looks like lip to cheek. Oh, damn. That was a quick episode. This sounds like a Sonic song. This is cute art. I love this style of art. Like their fashion sense right now. I fucking, because I love like hoodies and caps and stuff on girls. I think that's adorable. Those jacket hoodies. Cute. That's fun. Oh, there's still more. She's crying.
やっちびゃりぶりゃ。
Oh, that's what she said.
私が違う仮にそう100歩1万歩譲ってクゼ君のことを好きだとしても
She's talking about it like she's Ben
大事なこ
Shapiro.
とがあるもの。
別にそんなつもりで支えるって言ったわけじゃないし。
That's not that bad a rejection, honestly.
私だってあなたのことだって。
Alright, full Sundere mode.
そうそうそうなの。すっごく素敵な出会いがあったの。じゃあ
Aww.
どのあたりがこの目元とか
She's a very sweet
ぬいぐるみ
sister.
に目元も何もいい子ねって思ってアリ
Mm-hmm.
アちゃんが好きになっちゃうの。
If you don't like him, then I'll go for him.
なるほどね。素直になれないアリアちゃん、ね。
Okay.
誰かに取られてからじゃ遅いんだから。
Yeah.
何の話してるの
Hey, she's speaking facts.
せいじ
To be young and in love. Nice. Another cute episode of the show. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I liked at the start they were talking about like different reasons like why they joined the student council and like why he should join the student council. His reasoning, I thought his reasoning, cause his originally what he said was like, it's too much work or whatever, right? And that reasoning is legitimately fine. There's nothing wrong with that reasoning. And if you just were like, look, I don't want to do this volunteer work because I don't want to do extra work, that you got enough to worry about in high school. It makes sense. There's no shame in just saying like, no, thank you, it's not for me. Because generally there are people who would actually do it for one reason or another, and he didn't really see the benefit in it. That's fine. But then he was actually helping them out anyway, so they were like, look, you're already doing work for us. Why don't you just join? And he said, you know, that his reason seemed to actually be that he didn't feel he was like worthy of being that sort of thing, and like he wouldn't be doing it for the right reasons, which I've talked about this before, but I'll quickly go over it again because I've talked about it on other videos, and this is just a symptom of running a channel where I do a video, at least 1 or 2 videos every single day, and I talk so much, is I just go over the same points over and over again. But yeah, just generally I think like good deeds, it doesn't really matter what your intentions are. Like there are maybe a very tiny few exceptions. Obviously I'm sure you can be like, but what if this happened and then this happened? Yeah, but just generally, like if you're like, oh, this person donated $5 million to charity, but they didn't do it out of the goodness of their heart. They did it because they could, like, because it's good publicity to say like, look, I donated $5 million to charity or whatever. To me, I don't care. I think it's still a good deed, like because the charity's still getting $5 million. The alternative is they're true to themselves and they don't donate $5 million to charity because it's not what they would actually properly do, and the charity is down $5 million. Like if the good deed is getting done, just because the main person who's doing the deed is benefiting from it, that doesn't make it less of a good deed necessarily to me. Obviously, it's great if you do good things from the goodness of your heart. I certainly try to do that in my day-to-day life. But I also, if there's something motivating me or some ulterior motive I have, I don't beat myself up about it, you know? If I'm doing a good deed and it's like, well, I'm only doing this good deed because other people will see me do this good deed or whatever, still, you know, it's getting done and that's great. Or I'm only doing this good deed because I want someone to thank me for it. Fine. Like, you know, as long as I don't throw a tantrum because they don't, it's fine. So I think, you know, what they were saying to him is legit, which is just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why you want to join. Just come and join us. Like, we want you here. You want to be here. What's the problem? Like, if you want to join because you're trying to make a certain person president, that's a fine reason. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? What would be wrong is if you joined with that intention and then like didn't do your duties properly or sabotage things specifically to make that goal happen. That's when it gets to be a problem. But I don't think Masashika is going to do that. I think he's going to do this in a very upstanding, legit way. I liked the convincing the teams scene as well, because I mean, in an argument like that, it really is like, as he said, they're too heated at that point. Like it's really difficult to break through a thing like that, because when people have arguments with one another, like after a certain amount of time, like, and this is like 10 seconds into the argument, that's when you've crossed the threshold of like, well, now I've become too invested in this that I can't back down now, and I can never back down. Some people will like never give up, you know, your position at all, and especially like when you're in a group, and especially when you're like a sports team and you're like, you're not only a group, but you're a group of like hardened, you know, athletic men. You tend to stick together on opposing points, so even if one person was to waver a bit, then like it would take a lot to crack the whole squad, because one person might waver, but then they would hear their friends like fighting so hard for it, so they would go back to fighting hard for it, you know, because you get this like mob mentality of like us versus them, so you need to win the argument, and an argument like that, no one's gonna win. So you kind of either need a solution like the one Kuze gave, which just like preys on the sort of things that they want, and like give some sort of compromise that like works for both teams and also is a loss for both teams in a way, or you have a third party with authority come in and be like, stop, I'm choosing what's happening, you get the thing, you get this, like that's it, you know. So if Alya had like some sort of authority in that situation, I don't even know if she did. I doubt she actually had any power in that situation. She was just there to try to solve the problem. But like, I don't know if she was able to, you know, to make the final decision or anything. But if she were able to do that, then I would say, you know, you would just go, you would, you know, use her logic. She's a very smart woman. Use her logic to go like, okay, well, which of these guys booked this thing first? Like, that's the thing that makes the most sense, right? We have a process for a reason. Whichever team booked it first, that's the way it goes. So you just go like, I'm sorry guys, but the baseball team booked it first, so the baseball team gets it. In the future, to avoid things like this, just, you know, make sure you book it a little bit in advance. But I'm really sorry, but this is how it has to be. It kind of sucks because you are kind of turning one of the teams against you. They're gonna blame you for that. They might yell at you. And also, I'm saying this from the perspective of I am a man in that situation, and I feel like generally it's harder for the only woman in the room. That's not true, they were the managers, but one, like, you know, the only woman in the argument, because the managers were staying quiet, to speak out against like yelling men. It's a difficult thing because there's like a power dynamic that is very difficult to overcome. A glass ceiling that's holding you in. So like sometimes, you know, you might feel like, oh, if I go against these really, really angry guys, I might literally be in physical danger, possibly. I don't know. So so I can understand why she wouldn't fully be able to like put her foot down on a situation like that. But I liked Kuze's decision in the end, and his way of solving it, which is like first of all he knew about the people, and that's a big thing to his credit, is he knows like, okay, she's dating him, so this is probably why they're staying silent and stuff. But at the same time, like knowing, okay, well, like looking at the room and going like, okay, so there's some cute girls back there, they're the managers of the soccer team, so clearly the baseball team doesn't have cute female managers by the looks of it. They would probably benefit from that. So we could probably do a little bit of a trade deal, but not make it sound like, oh, we're trading female managers for the field or whatever. Don't make it sound like that, because then they'd probably be too embarrassed to accept it. But instead, to make it sound like, look, you guys take an L. Like, you guys take an L, and hey, let's have the female managers help you out as well, so that they can go in their heads, they go, oh shit, girls are gonna be around. Like, we don't ever get that. So then they'll be like, actually, you know what, maybe that's fine, actually. Yeah, I'll take one for the team. Which, it works out. When you make the people think that they're, like, gaming the system almost, it works out quite well. But, I thought there was gonna be more of a toss-up of like who Masachika is going to back, because we saw like a flashback of like him, I guess, helping his sister in middle school, I guess, like try to be president. So I was like, is he gonna help his sister now try to be president, or is he gonna help the girl that he cares about in some way or another? Who knows if he loves her yet, but that he cares about for sure. Like, it's clear that she loves him. It's unclear fully if he loves her yet. And I kind of like that. I always like in shows when the girl very clearly falls first and is like, and we get to see her crushing on him more and more and more. Because especially when you have like a male main character, you tend to see like, oh, him going like, wow, she's so beautiful and I wonder what she thinks of me and stuff. But I like when we're seeing that from the girl and the guy is just going about his business. Like, not even necessarily that he's oblivious, but just that like, but you know, he's just being a good dude, and we just get to see her crush over him. Like, I love that in My Dress Up Darling. That's one of my favorite examples of it. That is probably my favorite example of it, where she's just like completely head over heels. I adore that. But yeah, so I wondered if there was going to be more of a sort of toss-up there, but it doesn't seem like there is. It seems like he's standing behind Alya, and I like that. He's chosen a side, he's sticking with it, and he got a kiss on the cheek for it, so it's very nice. He got a slap as well, but that's fine. Anyway, that's it, Alya, whatever. Russian, blah, 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 episode 4. Thanks for joining me. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff helps me out a lot. Comment down below what your favorite part of the episode was, your favorite part of my reaction, stuff like that. I really appreciate it. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, early access, and exclusive videos. But thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.